Hey everyone, this is Jay Winston here, and today we're going to talk about how to get money from a renter by way of garnishment. Now, this is a little bit of a headache, but it's worth it if you have enough money sunk into it. So, number one, when you get a renter into a property, you sign something called a lease agreement. You can go online and download one of these. Sometimes they're very long, sometimes they're very short, but put everything you possibly can in it for everything you can think of. Because if it's not in there, it doesn't exist. It won't hold up in court if it's not in there. Make sure they sign it. And this is very important. Get their social security number, get their date of birth, and get where they work. Name and address of where they work. Very important later on. So, if you have a renter that is not paying, and this is the state of Mississippi, you have to give them a 3-day notice. 3-day notice. So, the day after rent is due and they haven't paid, and you think you have an indication that they're gonna end up leaving or they're not gonna pay. So, if it's due on the 5th, the 6th, get a notice of eviction, fill it out, you can download it online, tape it to their door, and take a picture of it. After 3 days, you can go to the court and file a court order against them. Basically, you're filing a lawsuit against them to evict them out of your property. It costs about $70, but you'll recoup that if you win the case. Now, you need to do this quickly because generally it's the third week of the month where they have trial. If you miss that date, you'll have to wait the next month. So you're going to be waiting about the whole process about 3 months. You need to get it done as quick as possible. Now, this could have updated. Maybe somebody has a different way this happened. Please post it in the description or correct me if I'm wrong, but I've gone through this process. So you take them to court, make a court date. They show up. You have to be there, or somebody works in your company. And you'll both say what it is your problem is. It's not for non-payment of rent. It doesn't matter what they say. If they haven't paid rent and there's not like a serious legal reason that they couldn't pay it, they're going to lose. So after that, they have 30 days to pay you. If they don't pay you within 30 days, then you get a court order, and then they have 10 days to get out. It's a long time. But after you get them out, this is where it's very important. After you get them out, and they do have to leave, go back to your lease agreement, add up all the rent. Make sure you have to get a court order. You have to win the lawsuit in order to legally process the garnishment. You have to win the lawsuit. So once you go there, and let's just say you had 2 months worth of rent, let's just say $800 each, they tack on all the legal fees, so they have to pay it. And this is what you do. You take where they work, and you go and you get a garnishment, a legal garnishment, and that takes up to 60 days for them to file that and you to actually start getting your money. But it stays on record for 7 years. If you can't find out where they work, and let's just say 3 years later you actually find out where they work, it stays on file for 7 years in the state of Mississippi. You can go get that garnishment. I know what I'm talking about because I've got one right here for $382 out of 1,000. Now the other ones will come. But is this a hassle? Yes. Is it worth it if you have a full-time job and you have renters? Maybe not. Is it worth it if you have an employee working for you and or they just stuck it to you and you're just mad about the whole situation and you really just want to get the money back from them or anybody else from an eviction because they treated you bad or something? Number one, forgive. But number two, get the garnishment. Get the money for the hard work you put in there. Now, if you did have a deposit, that might cover 1 month worth of rent if they don't mess up your house on the way out. But I'm telling you, you can do this. It works. Make sure you have them write down where they work. Now, if you don't know where they work, there may be ways to find it. I haven't found a sufficient a way to find out where they work. But if somebody has a sufficient way, a good way to find out where they work, please post it in the description. Tell me, because I would like to know. I have some other people that have not paid rent that I would like to get some rent out of when they just refuse to pay me, even though they had the money. But anyway, so please like and subscribe. Please comment. Tell me if there's a different way or how long it takes. I think in California and New York it takes forever to get somebody out. Mississippi, not so, but you gotta be quick about it. All right, just let me know. This is Jay Winston. See you next time.